Hi, my name is Aruna. Today I'll be demonstrating Module 7 implementation with the Mernstack technology. So basically in this Module 7, I'm implementing code for Rocket Elevators admin app using the Mernstack technologies. So basically Mernstack means MongoDB, Express, React, Node.js technologies. And the purpose of this app is for managing agents, monitoring data, and securing CRUD operations. I'll quickly give a walkthrough of the UI. So here is the login page. See, if it is a email and password of a secured user, the user must be already registered. So I will show you in the Mongo. It's already registered. Mm. So this is the users which are already registered and their password is encrypted. So these users are used to log in into the admin app. Okay, so I'll click on the login. So here is this, and there is a Rocket Elevators admin, and there is a Rocket Elevators admin app in the title, whereas here it is the logo with Rocket Elevators admin in the header portion with a logout button in the top right corner. You're seeing that. So this is the agents list table. So let's click on the create agent table. So we'll create a new user. Select one region and we'll do create agent. Oh, 1 second. See, it is saying create agent created successfully. Okay, and let's go back. It will try to edit an agent. We'll do and we will update an agent. It says agent updated successfully, and we'll say delete agent successfully. So once it is deleted, it will not be in the agents anymore. Okay, you can check in the MongoDB as well. So that record will be deleted from the DB as well. Okay, whatever the action you perform on the front end will be reflected in the MongoDB. So, and one more thing is when we logged in, there is a JWT token that is saved here. If you look here, this is the JWT token that is saved, okay, when a session is logged in. For example, if you go out and if you log out, it will be cleared from the storage. Okay, if you want, let's go and check. Go to application. See, there is no more JWT token. So this is the feature we have implemented. It will be cleared from the storage. And now let's try to log in with an invalid user. What it will say, we'll see. See, it says unauthorized. You do not have access to this page. Please log in. Save. We don't need to save this. Okay. So this is the front end implementation of this module. Basically, we have seen the static index page and static index page. If you want to see, I'll show you that. 1 second. Let's remove this. See, this is the commercial side. It is the static index page. Okay, and the public facing one introduces the site after we did login. So you can see that here. Okay. Okay. And there is a secure login for admin users, and the credentials are required. I have shown you in the login screen. And on successful login, JWT is stored, and everything I have shown you, the list of agents creating and deleting all the CRUD operations, and we have seen everything here on the front end. Let's go back to the code portion. I'll show you in the code perspective. So the React router is basically handling all navigations, and the route structure will be the slash, just plain slash will be for the static index, and plain slash with login is for logging into the admin site, and slash admin will be for the dashboard, and slash admin slash create will be for the create agent. And the protected routes, they will be only accessible with valid JWT token. So authentication and security is provided with this JWT token, and the login issues, like with the JWT, they will be stored in local storage, and all the admin API requests, they include this JWT in the header part, and the route protection will happen. Front-end checks for this JWT before rendering the admin pages will be happening, and the backend middleware will validate the token for all the records routes. And backend comprises of node.js and Express, MongoDB, and Mongo schema. Agent model is basically defined here in the agent.js. Agent model is defined here. And database connection is maintained in connection.js. You can see here in the db connection.js. And API routes, all agent CRUD operations are handled in the record.js. Where is that? Okay, here. See all the record. If you want to delete a record, so here it will have the code, see. And if you want to update any record, you will use the Mongoose schema for validation here. And for an updating, you will use the patch API. And for delete agent, we will use the delete API. So this is the one that will help you deleting a record. And authentication is JWT based login. And let's do the front end code highlights. So React components, basically they are like home.jsx, this one. Home.jsx, it has the agent list and all the CRUD actions. And create agent .jsx, it will have the form, state management, post request. And edit agent, you will see here, edit agent, you will be using this code here, this part of the code. And form, patch request. Excuse. Login.jsx will use the auth logic JWT storage. Navbar.jsx will use logout button session clearing, and state management will use the React hooks. They will use the use state and use effect. And let me show you the navbar. Navbar.jsx. It will be here. Here it is. See. It will have the logout button code and how the session is cleared and everything. The state management will be done with the use state and use effect. And we do set up and run locally, and we install the dependencies using npm install in both client and server. We start servers like backend using npm start and front end using npm rundev. And we will access the http localhost :5173 URL. And I have provided all those credentials in an extra readme.markdown file. See, I have given all those details. Okay, you can go and check it out. So the key features and benefits, I'll be explaining real quick. So the separation of concerns, like the public site versus admin dashboard. What it really means is the app is organized so that regular users and admin users, they have different experience and accesses. So how it's done is the public site, which will use just a slash, it can show the general info or a landing page, while all the admin features like the management, agent management, CRUD operations, everything are under the slash admin routes. So the benefit of this separation is it keeps the sensitive admin functions isolated, easier to secure, and it makes the code base very maintainable. And I already mentioned about the secure CRUD operations and the JWT protective routes. And the modern UI, like it's a very responsive UI, easy to use, clean. The front end is built with React and is styled for clarity and usability. And the components like navbar, logo, forms, and tables, they use the modern layouts, and the UI adapts to different screen sizes. So the benefits, users, they can quickly find what they need, manage agents efficiently, and they will enjoy a pleasant experience. And this code base is very scalable because Mongoose models, React components we are using. So the code is very organized for growth and easy updates. Um, and the React components, they break the UI into reusable pieces, like navbar, logo, agent form, agent list. So in future, in the coming models, we can use these components and we can build some other applications. So that is the benefit we are getting using the React framework here. So hope you like my work. Thank you. Bye bye.